What's going on, everyone? Another Laker game, another Laker loss. I mean, it is to the point where it's expected now. And the problem is the Lakers are just getting blown out in all these games, right? And towards the end of the games, when the Lakers were one of the best fourth quarter teams in the league. And this game against the Grizzlies, they get into the game, they start off excellent. It's like, oh, finally, here we go, right? Things are, maybe they are trying to turn a quarter here, right? They're hearing all the noise, Darvin Ham getting fired potentially, right? The team is struggling mightily. The team just hasn't been looking good, and they just cannot put a full game together. They can't. They are now officially out of the play-in entirely, right? They are 4 games out of the 6th spot. It is so hard to make up games regardless. But now you're talking a stacked Western Conference, and it doesn't look like it's getting any better. This was the Lakers' opportunity. You got the month of January, right? You got this incredible homestand. You don't have to be on the road anymore. You don't have all the flying miles and sleeping in random hotels and being tired and the jet lag and not seeing your family and eating good food and your trainers and medical stuff and all that stuff. You get to be home, you get to be with your loved ones, right? This is an opportunity to get up in the standings, get 4, 5, 6 games ahead of 500, right? Maybe you're in, the top 5 to 6 seed, right? And then you can kind of get into the trade deadline. You don't have any pressure. You don't have this sense of, urgency, right? You're not in this point of desperation, right? You can kind of just negotiate and all that stuff, and then get whatever trades you need to get done, and then just take off. And a month ago, it looked like, man, the Lakers are in great shape, right? Just won the in-season tournament, 5 games over 500, right? Even if we just kind of balance out the rest of this year, you got the month of January, and boom, we're off to the races. We'll be 10 games over 500 at least, if not more, right? And we'd be, a top 3 or 4 seed. And the complete opposite has happened. Right? The Lakers are terrible. They are. And look, I get people now, they want to talk like, oh, the Laker team sucks and blah, blah, blah. Look, going into the season, this roster on paper was excellent. And this paper roster still looks excellent. It's just not translating to reality. And it shows paper doesn't always translate. Look at a team like the Phoenix Suns. Right, I understand they're playing better than Lakers. I get it. But they also have 3 superstars. Everyone was ready to crown them NBA champions going into the season, and they've struggled as much as we have. They're playing better, don't get me wrong, lately, but still, they're nowhere near where anybody expected them to be. They're still a play-in team and very likely could finish a play-in team, right? So, again, paper doesn't always translate. But it's just, I don't know it's not Darvin Ham, right? Darvin Ham is definitely part of the problem, but this stems more than just Ham. I don't know if the players just don't get along. I don't know if maybe it is the injuries and they just can't really seem to build chemistry. I don't know what it is. But again, fire Darvin Ham. Get rid of Darvin Ham. Do whatever, it doesn't matter if the players keep playing this way. This game against the Memphis Grizzlies is a perfect example of why I keep saying, because people keep saying, why do you keep saying stuff like, oh, it doesn't matter who the coach is, you go get Prime Phil Jack. The Memphis game is a perfect example. Darvin Ham actually had a good game. The rotations weren't bad, right? He could have called timeouts a couple times, maybe a little quicker, but he wasn't terrible, right? It wasn't a bad game by Darvin Ham. The players just didn't play. The Lakers played a good game till the end. Right? It's more than just the coach. The coach is part of the problem, but he's not the whole problem. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are making up literally 50% of your points, rebounds, and assists. Right? The other 2 guys that are the only 2 guys that really show up on a regular basis are Austin Reeves and Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince has been our 3rd most consistent guy all season. right? You look at this game, Taurean Prince just came off a bad game. What did he do? He went and gave you 3 threes, shot 42, almost 43% from three again. Taurean Prince has basically been a lock to give you 3 to 4 threes every game, right? Again, everyone has their bad games here and there, but for the most part, Prince has basically been our 4th best player all year and our 3rd most consistent. Taurean Prince shouldn't even be starting on this team in reality, right? Because it should be the 5 best guys. But Taurean Prince, and people want to take Taurean Prince out of the lineup, which I understand, but it's like, dude, who else is stepping up? Who else is giving you, 9 to 12 points a game? Right? Austin Reeves, even in a good game, Austin Reeves played excellent. He still can't shoot the 3, but outside of that, he gave you 19.7 rebounds and 12 assists, 8 of 14 from the field, with 2 steals and only 1 turnover, and the Lakers still got smacked. Even when Austin Reeves has a good game, still gets smacked. So why the Lakers need a guy like Zach LaVine? Because now Austin Reeves, when he goes and has a game like this, you're probably blowing the other team out. Right? Taurean Prince now is the 5th most consistent guy, and now you're probably winning more games than not. Right? You even had Cam Reddish hit 2 or 3 from 3. The Lakers as a whole shot 36% from 3, which is good for them. 50% from the field, 49% to be exact. And they still got smacked. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. The Lakers scored 113 points, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis accounted for 63 of those points. That is more than half of the total points. That means the rest of the team only scored 50. Again, LeBron James and Anthony Davis make up for more than 50% of the point total. Assists. LeBron James and Anthony Davis accounted for 11 assists, right? They had 26 total. It's 40% of their total assists? Reeves has been basically the other 10%, right? So basically between 3 guys, you're getting essentially 70% of your points, assists, and rebounds. Again, you look at this game, add another 19. That means everyone else only scored, 30? 31 points collectively? So 3 guys got you, 82 points? And he scored 113? And then those same 3 guys gave you, 18 rebounds? And you only had 35 total? So basically 3 guys gave you half of your rebounds. And then between those guys, you had 23 assists. And as I mentioned, you had 26 assists. So literally, there was only 3 other assists from anyone else. You're not winning games that way. Lakers, more times than not, are playing 2-on-5 out there. No one else is consistent. You can't rely on anybody. Christian Wood has been great, right? I should add Christian Wood to this mix because he really has. He just hasn't gotten the consistency and the quality minutes. And something else that, and this game was a perfect example of what frustrates me about Darvin Ham, right? Christian Wood in 16 minutes gave you 11 points and 5 rebounds, and he only played 16 minutes. He was 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. If you watched the game, he was one of the few guys that was actively being aggressive, physical, right? Playing hard, putting in the effort and energy, right? He was playing, he was doing what he was supposed to be doing. And yet he got 16 minutes. But you look at guys like, everyone else, and it's like Jared Vanderbilt, he got 17, Christie got 20. But the starting 5, everyone played 32 plus minutes. Christian Wood was your 4th best player this game, and he got 16 minutes. Christian Wood, I better never see another DNP from Christian Wood. Seriously, there should be no reason that I see Christian Wood on the DNP list. This guy has been professional. He's been in and out of the lineup, unable to get any type of consistency. And yet every time he plays, this guy gives you more effort than basically half the guys combined. It's just doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Why this guy was out of the rotation, why the Lakers have been so bad. Anthony Davis and LeBron James are playing the best they have played since the bubble. LeBron James has been the most efficient he has played since his Miami days. Anthony Davis is playing literally the best he's played since the bubble. You're wasting these guys' health. I mean, it's so frustrating at this point. There's no reason the Lakers should be, however you feel about the Lakers, even if you're a hater and just absolutely hate the Lakers, there is no way that you believe that the Lakers are a non-play-in team, which is what they are right now. You could be the biggest Laker hater in the world. There's no way you genuinely believed it. You're just talking. But that's the reality right now. The Lakers are an 11th seed team. You are as good as your record. They're on a 4-game losing streak, 17-9. They've only won 2 out of the last 10 games, 2 out of the last 11 games, something like that. Right? It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. That we are such a far cry from where we were a month ago. But I don't know. I don't know what the answer is at this point. Again, fire the coach. Players still have to play. The only thing I see happening is if you essentially roster rehaul, right? Basically consolidate the rotation, cut it short, get it to 8 or 9 guys, so Darvin Ham has an easier time figuring out who needs to play and what. Go get that big mover guy, and hopefully you can turn it around. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.